And welcome to another edition of Wolverine Chat. I am your host, Tim Raymond, and today we'll be going over the results of the Michigan Rutgers game. It was a good game. It was entertaining, scary, everything that you can say from the beginning. But it started out bad. It started out really bad. What a 69-yard run, um, or his pass rather, over the middle from Wimsett. I believe Dremel got the catch, I believe, went 55 yards. But here's the thing. Rutgers ended up with 180 yards passing. They had 69 on the third play. So they had, 111 the rest of the game. Um, just unreal. Michigan's defense is stepping up, and they keep stepping up. So Rutgers overall, 257 yards. Again, you take away that one play, that's about 190 the whole game. 180 passing for Rutgers and 77 yards rushing. Michigan, after a slow start, they had scored, of course, Rutgers, and then Michigan got the ball back, but they stopped them, and Michigan was at the 8-yard line, so down 7-0. And I mean, I don't think anybody really thought we were going to lose, but you never know. And if you remember, this year they've been doing it a little different, scoring first, then holding on in the end, and their first team is not giving up a touchdown. Here, their first team did give up a touchdown, just one bad play, and was just immense the rest of the game. Excuse me there. Michigan, 415 yards. Total yards, 214 passing, 201 rushing. Here's the thing, McCarthy, JJ was good. JJ was accurate. He didn't pass for a ton of yards, but he got a touchdown. He was accurate, good with the ball, 15 for 21. Other than one game, he's been really, over 70, 80%, doing well. When it come to rushing game, Blake Gorham had you could see Blake. He started, getting through those holes. They were running outside a little bit, but they were determined to get up through those A and B gaps and by the guards. And he did a good job. 2 touchdowns. I'll tell you what, if you do any betting, and will Blake get 2 touchdowns, you can pretty much get rich. Guaranteed, he's going to get 2 touchdowns. And for most of the season, my man Roman Wilson has been doing the same. So those are the 2 playmakers. JJ, what about that? 7 runs, 51 yards. I mean, he the play fake 2 or 3 times just blew the socks off of Rutgers. I love seeing that. And Chris Bowens, 6 for 40 yards. So he had a good game, 6.7. JJ was 7.3 per. Blake, 4.6, 2 touchdowns. All good games, but the hard part, what is going on with Donovan? My heart breaks for the guy right now. He wants to be helping more and being involved. He had 6 carries for 13 yards, 2.2. Now, he was involved in the running game in the early stages. He got a pass, 2 passes for 41. So he helped out there, and he's still blocking. He's still working hard. And I just want him to have a breakout game so bad. I really do. Goes to Loveland. I mean, the guy's a stud. I mean, what else can you say? 5 receptions, 75 yards, 15 yards per. Roman was 13, 59, 19.7 yards. I know a guy who had Roman Wilson getting 60 yards, and he would have won some money, but that person did not win any money because Roman Wilson was 1 yard short. Can you guess who that is? So A.J. Burnett got in. Couple catches, 3 catches actually for 13 yards. So it was okay offense. Mikey had Sanders still a wonderful interception, just really turned the game around. I mean, it just changed everything. A pick 6, I don't know, it was like 60, 70 yards, something like that. But we got some sacks in the game. It was they got pressure on them all day. So it was overall, the defense played great. Offensively, it was okay. They're it was a little different than the first three games. But again, you can't really complain. I mean, their quarterback Wimsatt, 11 for 21, 180 yards, one interception. I don't know what else. Dremel was the only guy who really had any big. He had 3 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown. But again, you get nervous a little bit. We all do as Michigan fans. But guys, they're not going to blow everybody out 50-0. Okay, can we lay off? Michigan is overrated. I read some comments over on some of the pages that just drove me batty. Stop. If you don't know football, don't comment, okay? Because Michigan doesn't have to worry. I am not saying they have nothing to work on and we shouldn't be, concerned here or there, but their passing game has been pretty darn spot on all season long. The rushing game is starting to come along. Yes, I'd like to see Donovan pick it up. Defensively, the first team has not gave up but one touchdown, one bad play. Okay, so again, stop. It drives me crazy. You don't have to be like a total homer. Although you call me a homer, I take it as a compliment because I am a homer because I love this team with all my heart. And I'll be honest, but I'm never going to give up on them. I'm not going to just dog them. These are kids. I'm loyal to them through good and bad. I was one of the few fans out there in 2020, watching the games. And when they beat Rutgers in overtime, guess what? I was happy. I don't care. I don't care if they're 0-5 and they win a game. I'm happy when Michigan wins. Okay. And this year, Michigan's 4-0, rated second in the nation. And they're undefeated, and they won almost every game, 31-6, 31-3, 31-7. So guess what? This podcaster is happy. So I'm not going to dog the teams. And we'll see what happens in Nebraska. I think, they're about 18-point favorite, something like that. Did I read that right? I think over is 40. And I tell you what, I'm going to go under because I don't think Nebraska is going to score. I think the score is going to be something like, shocker, but I think it's going to be about 32-7. Almost the same score because I just don't think Michigan's going to, score over 40 points. I don't think Nebraska's going to score. Nebraska's got the best defense we played all year, and I'm not panicking. Rutgers had a good defense. Rutgers is a good team, people. Rutgers is not some, the old Rutgers of old where you expect to win 50-0. They were the old Northwestern that you always pounded on. No, they're not that team anymore. So get over it. If you can't tell, I'm just a little miffed by the comments I read all the time. So, but yeah, this was the first week in a long time. I was not at the big house. I watched the game on TV. It's, you know what? It's nice watching on TV. You can pause, you can do other things, but you know what? I'm going to be back at the big house the next home game. So I think it's November 4th. So that's going to be great. I don't know what else to say. Our kicker, who's our kicker? Give me a second here, people. Why can't I think of his name? Is it Patel? Is he? He's our kicker, isn't he? Yeah, Patel. He was. That's not our kicker. That is the Rutgers kicker because it was 0 for 1. Our kicker is Turner. Yes, I knew that. He was 1 for 2. He missed again, so he's not been perfect. I mean, he's hit a couple longer ones. He hit one from 46, but. Here's the question, people. Are we spoiled because we had Jake the Great Moody, Money Moody, or is this guy just not that good? I think it's kind of a combination of both. I think he can be good. He's got a leg, but he can't miss extra points. He can't miss these things that Moody never. It tells you, Moody just never missed. He just never missed. I'm talking about in the Fiesta Bowl last year. 63 yard. That's just nuts. And he's tearing it up in San Francisco. I love the guy. What is wrong with the Lions now? I don't want to change the pro football, but they had a nice win on the day I'm broadcasting this. But why I would have gotten Moody. I really would have thought of maybe in a later round because you just need, if you have a kicker like that, the Lions have had some great money kickers between Jason Hansen and Eddie Murray for, 40, 50 years between the two. You get Moody somewhere in the 7th round, but, Brad Holmes, I will let be Brad Holmes. I'm not going to go as far as inbred we trust, but I think he's a good GM, and he's doing a good job for Lions. But enough about the win over Atlanta, 2-1, by the way. So back to Michigan. So I think this week we're gonna. It's on the road. I don't care how bad Nebraska is. Got the new coach. I don't think they're any better. I don't see them winning 4 games. But defensively is their strong point. So I'm gonna pick 30. Let's see, 28, 30. I'm gonna say 34-7. So I'm going. If it's 34-7, I don't know what they're favored by. I thought I read 18, but if it's 18, they'll get over it. But if it's in the 25 range, which it usually is, what's that? That they'll be just under. But it doesn't matter. Don't bet. You'll waste your money and lose a lot. It's coming from experience. I'll tell you that. I do okay, but sometimes I was betting on last year. Michigan was covering a lot. This year they haven't covered, I don't think, once, which Michigan's known for covering. But yeah, they've been putting the guys in late or early in the late 3rd quarter, early 4th. And you know what? I'd rather win 31-7 than not get these guys experience. They need experience. Next year they'll have a good team, a good recruiting class, but those guys are not going to tear it up as freshmen, most of them. But they'll be okay. So Jim was back. I think I'm sure they love to have him back. I was you may know or not know, but I was in the press box a couple of weeks ago or a week against Bowling Green, and in the press conference, I asked Blake and JJ if they were excited to have their coach back, and they looked at me like, "Are you serious?" Yes, we are very much looking forward to it. So may not have been the best question ever, but it was more of a statement than anything else. So anyway, thanks guys. I ask you to like and subscribe. Go to YouTube and like it, subscribe. We're probably 2 weeks away from giving away the signed jersey, the Jim Harbaugh jersey. It'll probably be sent in a frame. I'm trying to decide if I want to just send the jersey or frame it, because you're probably going to change it out of the frame. And let me know if you want it in a frame or you'd want it just sent. We'll pick that winner. And I'm telling you, we don't have a ton of listeners. We don't have a ton of subscribers. So you get in on a like, you've got a really good chance of winning that jersey. So like it on YouTube, subscribe, anything like that. So long as we can get your information, we will do it. Shout out to Anthony Goodrich, been faithful and loyal from the very beginning. Go Blue, Anthony. You always make good comments on the Michigan chat group. And you're one of the few smart ones out there. I don't mean to be rude, but you always make great comments, and you're one of few. So Michigan fans, be still your heart. You're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We got some tough games coming up. You have every right to worry about Penn State. Ohio State, I think, will beat those guys. Ohio State, I don't know. They beat Notre Dame on a great game to watch. I don't think either team looked fantastic. But, I mean, part of me wanted Ohio State to win because it's a Big Ten. Michigan go in, play in. But I just never want them to win. I just can't do it. I just cannot. Now, Notre Dame's a slightly better team as far as me rooting for than Ohio State. But they won. It was a great game that got the ball down to the 1-yard line. And, it was gutsy. But I'll tell you what, Ryan Day kissed my big white butt because I am so worried and sad about you. It's Ohio versus everybody. Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to just bawl. He was bawling because these guys are tough and they played one half of bad ball. And I'm thinking, I can remember about six halves of bad ball, okay? You lost last year in the beginning of the season. Who was it to? Was it Oregon you guys lost to? Didn't play great there. You didn't really play good any of the quarters against Michigan. You played worse in other quarters, but come on, you're not going to steal Michigan versus everybody. You're just not doing it because nobody cares about Ohio. Okay, nobody wants to live in Ohio. Ohio sucks. Okay, so go stay in Ohio, kiss my butt, and stop whining. Take your win, your lucky win, and go ahead. I mean, your quarterback, looked okay. Your defense was tougher than I, expected. So we'll see. They'll probably win. Probably win the rest of the games. Penn State, Ohio State. I don't know. Penn State is looking better than I thought right now. So if I were the Buckeyes, I'd be worried. And if I were Michigan, which I am, I'm going to be worried about that game. But I think we'll be okay. I really not terribly worried, but you never know. So I'm rambling on enough, guys. I love you all. Take care. Do something nice for somebody this week. God bless you and have a great week. And remember, like and subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.